The CO2 emissions related to construction account for 42% of the total CO2 emissions in China. How do you think China will accelerate the low-carbon transformation in the construction sector?
中国需要从以下几个方面努力。
China needs to make efforts in the following aspects. First, it must constantly improve the evaluation standards for green buildings. Second, it needs to innovate and develop green, low-carbon, and sustainable building materials. It is possible that green building materials can help reduce energy consumption in the construction process and reduce environmental pollution. Modular construction is also seen as an upgraded version of prefabricated construction. The third is to adjust the energy use structure, such as development of PV and other renewable energy sources, to improve the living environment.
使建筑领域清洁低碳转型的重要抓手。
Green development is vital in rural revitalization. How can solar power participate in China's rural green building development?
现在呢，规划在城镇绿色建筑方面较为完善。
At present, the planning is relatively perfect in urban green buildings, but relatively weak in rural green building development planning and implementation plans. The 14th Five-Year Plan is a crucial period for rural vitalization, the renewal of traditional farmhouses to modern buildings, and also a window period for the popularization of green buildings in rural areas. The national plans to increase the PV capacity of new buildings by 15 million kilowatts in 15th Five-Year Plan. According to the development and cost reduction of roofs distributed and PV building integration technology, combined with the potential of installable space, the plan target can be greatly exceeded. Roof distributed and PV building integration will significantly reduce carbon dioxide emissions over its life cycle, saving resources, protecting the environment, and reducing pollution.
资源保护环境 和减少污染的作用。
Last year, the total output of China's photovoltaic manufacturing industry exceeded 1.4 trillion yuan, and the export of photovoltaic products increased by more than 80% year-on-year. How do you think the photovoltaic industry will promote the steady growth of industrial economy in 2023? What are the application scenarios of PV in the future?
在20年的发展历程中， 国家发展光伏的政策战略决心已经越发清晰和坚定。
In 2023, with the continuous improvement of the resilience and security level of the supply chain of the PV industry chain, the capacity of the PV industry will continue to be released, which will further meet the domestic and foreign market demand and promote steady growth of the industrial economy. The newly added and accumulated installed PV capacity in China has ranked first in the world for many years, and distributed use of photovoltaics will usher in huge development in the future. Influenced by the new regulations of double carbon and green buildings, the concept of PV building integration has been hot in recent years. Many enterprises, including agricultural machinery, continue to introduce products to the market, such as PV roofing, PV curtain wall, PV sunshade, and so on.